Well, the reason I just went silent is because I was thinking about how this relates to all of the voice messages we've been listening to. I call it like live time breathing all the way back in these voice messages we're listening to. I called it. We've obviously called it thought texture disintegration. It's the same thing as appreciation acceleration. Um, there were a couple other things. Let me think again for a second. Question mark, exclamation mark, or interrobang. So we were calling it like xzaayzyx interrobang, or will to taste interrobang, um, which back then just meant that like there are two different modes the brain can be in. One is attempting to find God, and the other one is after you found God, the feeling of um, what it feels like to understand that you are God. And all of these framework, open loop, closed loop, but like all of these frameworks. Oh yeah, yo-yo, right? The momentum. Yo-yo is actually exactly what I'm talking about right now. The yo-yo framework is literally exactly what I've been rediscovering the last couple days. I've just been getting a more like deeper understanding of it intuitively. The yo-yo framework is just the concept that you have a yo-yo and you want to speed up the yo-yo. Well, the best way to do that is not to put as much power as you can as possible. That you have to do it a couple times, right? Like you have to go up and down and up and down and up and down to create an actual momentum, a swing back and forth. And in the same way, the best way to get to good thoughts is not to brute force your way there. It's not to be like, I am going to think good thoughts right now. It's to yo-yo your way there. So it's just to like make sure you're not stopping yourself. Make sure nothing's getting in the way of the yo-yo. Make sure you're not getting active distractions that are stopping you from thinking about God. And then you will inevitably generate enough momentum to eventually reach there, right? God is the like peaks of the yo-yo. You want to get the yo-yo moving as fast as possible, and the faster you can get it, the closer you're moving to God. And the slower it goes, the more distractions there are in the way of it, the more obstacles there are for your yo-yo. And so that's exactly what I'm describing right here. But so it's interesting that before the yo-yo framework was describing pretty much what I'm talking about, but now it's being applied in a different way. Where this is the understanding that thoughts are not malleable, but like they've got like a will of their own. Like to a degree, they're unmalleable. Like to a degree, they are outside of your control. To a large degree, the goal is not to choose the best thought, but to just sort of shape the flow of thoughts in a direction where you're going to get valuable ones. So this is like the genius framework in a way too, where like the genius framework is the concept that it's like whenever you're thinking your best thoughts, it's not you thinking them. It's just you're just sort of pointing in a direction, and then the genius goes after it. So it's like the reason I call it the genius framework is because it's like I'm so smart, I literally can't help but be this. I can't help but be a fucking genius. That's what it feels like whenever I'm making big breakthroughs. It doesn't feel like I don't feel intelligent. I don't feel like it doesn't. I don't feel like it doesn't even feel like me. Like I've always said that. Like whenever I make my biggest breakthroughs, it doesn't even sound like it's my voice in my head saying it. It just sounds like, oh, that just popped in my head. That's just someone else just said that. That just happened. And then yeah, and then you're just like, oh, sweet, now I have it. But like what led up to that was just you sort of guiding your thoughts in that sort of direction so that that gem could pop out. And like the mistake that your narrative, your ego tries to make all the time is it tries to say like it tries to think that it's the one that'll get there. It tries to think that like so like if I want to know why does the sun, or okay, let's try and pick something a little bit more simple so we don't have math come into it. Why does my dog um look under the fridge every day? Um Damn it, I spent so long thinking about an example I forgot what I was trying to fucking tie it to. What the fuck? What are we talking about, god damn it? My brain is so cooked. I don't know why. Um yeah. Okay. Occam's razor, language. Whenever you think about your dog looking under the fridge, Jesus Christ, my brain is cooked. I thought I said it wrong. I didn't even say it wrong, so I repeated it. Whenever you think about your dog looking under the fridge, and you try to think to yourself, why? What the ego will try to do, or the language will try to do, is it will try and go, if I think really hard about this, if you just keep thinking these words right now, this is good. Right now, just keep thinking this, right? Like it will literally try and like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it'll like stroke its own dick about the fact that it is thinking. Like, it'll just sit there in a circle jerk about thinking about the thing, and it won't actually ever get anywhere. An actual like neuroscience correlate to this, which not Ian and Banks, the fucking neuroscience guy, whatever his name is, the master's emissary guy,